Hello, Western Civilization 105 class. This is the last announcement that I'm making, and the final is this week. So there's just a few things that I would like to go over for this last time. First of all, as I've put on the announcement, can be no more late work coming in. Absolutely not. No exception. I have been generous to a lot of you, and now I have a lot more late work to grade. Um, I have a deadline, and I can only do so much late work, and so it's nothing personal. No judgment on my part to you. If you were not able to catch up and get the grade that you wanted, don't give up. Things happen, but I don't want to hear about any, if you're a person who did not turn anything up until this last week, and now you're telling me that you need a grade a certain way, please do not have that conversation with me. I can only go so far. If you felt that passing this was essential and you weren't prioritizing it up until a day ago, I can't do anything about that. Okay? And I can let you take my class again. And if you need to do that, I can let you know how we can work this out together, where I'll get you into another class, and I can even accept some of the work again if you've already had some quality video notes. Now, I'm just letting you know that I want to say that many of you have worked very hard and been able to keep up, and I'm happy for that. And again, I just want to say, I'm also not mad at anybody. I just want to make it clear that, I really always want my students to thrive. And I'm sorry when things don't go the way that you were hoping with the semester. I had this issue myself when I was an MJC student. So having said that, I also want to remind you that when this exam paper comes, it's not that many points, but if you want to get full points, citations within the paper, as I have always mentioned in my examples and dates, and only using sources from what we've covered in class. This is what I've stated over and over again. Please stick to that. Now, here's the other thing. You may look at your grade and realize that taking the exam is not going to hurt it or help it one way or the other. You can look on Canvas and you can kind of calculate and figure that out. I think you may even be able to put in hypothetical points into your grade and see what it looks like to have full points or not full points, and see what your grade looks like. I will not do this for you, so I want to make this very clear. I'm not going to help anybody figure out whether or not that they can afford to not take the exam, to take the exam or not. Okay, so do not ask me. That is not something that I'm going to do, because then I'm going to have a million people trying to help me figure out their grades. No, it should be relatively straightforward though. So, if you say to yourself, I don't really need to take this exam, just write to me in the comment section of the exam and say, hey, Mr. Pollock, I will not be taking this exam, and I accept a 0. Or whatever else you want to say on your parting way out, and we can leave it at that. And so that's the main things that I wanted to just address about just finishing off everything. And also, I just hope, the world is really moving at a rapid pace. I mean, I guess history is always moving at a rapid pace, but right now we are seeing a lot of events unfold that certainly leave us uncertain about what the direction will be, where things will go. Um, just what just now, Syria, Assad fell in Syria. Most likely, the United States, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and Israel have some hand in that. We'll see what the full documentation shows later. It's not quite clear that this will make things better. As we keep seeing historically, the United States has a policy, it seems like a track record right now of helping overthrow regimes, and then more chaos unfolds. And I can say that just objectively. That happened to Iraq after overthrowing Saddam Hussein. Libya is a serious example of a total disaster for helping overthrow a dictator there with Gaddafi. And it's not quite clear what is going to happen emerging out of Syria. We saw the blowback that Israel had with Hamas. This is how the world works. And also in our class, we learned about what happened with the Mujahideen in Afghanistan and the United States trying to fight communists. It seems that we have history to show us that regimes are full of elites that make choices that may or may not make sense and can create a lot of suffering for human beings around the world. I hope the best for all good people in the world to survive all of our current leaders' decisions, and it'll be nice to see if someday we all, everybody just wants to barbecue, right? And live in peace. So hopefully you're going to contribute to being one of those people that helps that out and remember that. After January, I don't know. I mean, I could go over a lot of things, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm in a very busy street, and so sorry about the noise. Anyways, it was enjoyable having all of you. I really like us to learn. I take history serious. I take living serious and life serious, and I wish you all the best. I truly do. So if you ever want to take any of the classes from me, I'd be more than glad to have you. And do something enjoyable with your family this week. Of course, we can't always be too serious. We can't be too serious, right? So yeah, happy holidays.